Well, we reached the that line of trees that I mentioned before, so you can see that's where we were, where those trees are. Actually, on the other side of that dead tree right here. We were right on the other side of that tree. So we have come across the first two plateaus, and the wind is picking up again. So we are going to continue across this section and see if we get lucky and find our path down the rocks. We have come close to the edge of the other section of the mesa here. One nice thing about mesas or tabletop mountains or whatever you want to call them is they have drop-offs on all sides. So you just walk one direction and you find the drop-off and just walk the circumference, and eventually you're going to find the perimeter, and eventually you're going to find your way down. Now this section over here is a lot different from the other section that we're just on. As you can see, the ground is a lot more dirt and a lot fewer rocks. So there are less ankle breakers here. And the wind is picking up again, so we are going to head for that little tree there. Not the one in the foreground, but the one back there. That tree there, because I believe that is our landmark. And we will go down onto the trail again. So Ripley has found us a better way down. It's a lot more gradual. It's over a lot more rocks, but it's a lot safer, and it'll get us down to the trail. So the other trail we came up was just over here, about 100 feet away. But this one is going to be easier to go down. I should mention one little thought that I had as I was walking up here is, well, first of all, what if I am the first man? I doubt it. But what am I first man to walk across this mesa? That's kind of awesome to think about, that no one else has ever been up here. I highly doubt that. I don't think I'm the Neil Armstrong of this plateau, but it was something that did go through my mind, and it always does when you're out in the wilderness. Are you the first one in this area? Does it matter if you're the first one? And the other thing, of course, is what if there were Indians up here? We did see a lot of elk droppings, and there are trees, but there's no water, and there's no real path, no easy way up. So if you wanted to bring water up from the creek, it's a long haul. Of course, you do have all day to do it, but even still, it's a job. Anyway, those are just some things that were going through my head. We are going to make our way back down to the trail and find a place for lunch. I'll see you later. So yes, that was definitely a much better and easier trail down, and we blended right into the regular trail. So it was safe journey down. So we began our descent back down to the trailhead and try to find a place in the shade where we can sit, have a beer, and reminisce about ancient tribes. Just kidding. Alright, we have a little confession to make. We got way off trail. I guess when we came down from the rocks, we missed the original trail, and we ended up way over there on some other guy's property. So you can see the fence there. So we had to do a little hiking, come on over here, and we finally hooked up with the trail. So on we go. Someone's a little bit out of breath, so I think we'll go down to the creek and have lunch, and we'll meet you down there, okay? So creek is just down there by that big pine tree. Can you see which pine tree it is? Or those pine trees? Anyway, the creek is down there. We're gonna find some shade, have some lunch, sit in the water, and just relax for a while. Well, Ripley went in the water. She's been refreshed. I had the camera set for a different setting, and I didn't catch her going in the water like I thought I did. But yeah, you've seen her go in the water before. I'll try and get her in. Anyway, beautiful, spectacular day, and we're going to park our butts under the tree and probably down there in the shade and have some lunch. So here we are in the shade underneath the pine tree by a creek with no name and a wet dog. Happy wet dog. Are you happy, Ripley? Yeah? So she's gonna go, I'm up here and shake all the water off me, or just sit by my side. I don't know what she's doing. She's yeah, it's not so rocky here, the creek. All right, well, take a break and we're gonna have some lunch. This is the bush where earlier today she saw the squirrel run in there, so she's just checking it out, make sure that the squirrel doesn't show his face again. She's tired. We've been walking off and on at a very leisurely pace for about 3 hours now. I am certainly not one to measure time when I'm out in the forest, that's for sure. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 12 hours. We've enjoyed ourselves. So there is camp, and that is the end of this video for the Petroglyphs hike on Sunday, March 22nd. So until next time, adios. Well, the wind has picked up a little bit, so I hope you can hear me over the breeze, because it does affect the microphone quite a bit. Anyway, we've had lunch. I had my sandwich with multiple meats, and Ripley had two pieces of pizza. So, cold pizza, of course. So we're heading home. It's been a very easy, delightful day. We taking our time, that's for damn sure. No rush. And just point out some of the hoof prints here. Pretty big elk. So again, you see these all over the place, but I've not seen its creator. Alright, there's the road over there, and again, that's where we were. We were up there with the rocks, and on top of the rocks now. So, heading back to camp, and I don't know if there'll be any more pictures, because it's all pretty much the same. But this is a great view. A little creek right underneath the broken branch. So enough said. Let's move on. I don't know if you've ever seen these piles of grain out in the wilderness, or perhaps even in the suburbs, sometimes off trail. What they are is they are anthills, and contrary to what most people believe, this is the debris that they have taken out of their home, subterranean home deep down below. So they bring all these rocks to the top of the surface and pile them up. They are not brought here from various areas on the surface and piled up. They are brought from down below. So that is how the anthill is formed. And there are a couple of guys out here. I cannot tell where the entrance is, but it would be very small because, you know, ants are kind of small. And I have a wet dog standing right next to me. So anyway, that's why these anthills look so perfectly clean, because they're created one little tiny rock at a time. Let's see if I can get a close-up. Looking for an ant. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, I can't steady enough, so the wind's blowing. Alright, now it's time for a little perspective. Okay, so we were up here, I believe, somewhere along that ridge, looking down. I couldn't tell you exactly where, but we were up there, and now we're down here, and someone's thirsty. So, she's been great. She's been absolutely fantastic. I don't know if it's me or if it's because I've been in the city so long, but you know, there's so much of this stuff that is just, you know, I'm just fascinated with. Like these trees, for example. I mean, this. The shape and the coloring, you know, old logs. It just goes on and on and on. That I'm just so happy, so glad to be out here and enjoying all this. It's been a special treat for both of us. Hi there.